Hi, this is Miguel Bevia and welcome to my channel. In this video I will be painting this rabbit and show you each step of the way. So the first thing I'm going to do is to apply a light warm ground on my canvas using gold ochre. And I'm going to use solvent to dilute the paint and apply the paint very thinly. I'll also go through the list of colors I'm going to use for this painting. They are titanium white, yellow ochre, gold ochre, burnt sienna, red ochre, red lake, burnt umber, Van Dyke brown, olive green earth, and green earth. Once the ground is touch dry, I'll draw a circle to position the rabbit on my canvas. I'll then draw a diagonal center line and an almond-like shape for the head. Then I'll draw a horizontal line in the center of this shape. I'll then draw the circle of the eye right in the center above the diagonal line. I'll then put the indication of the nose at the end of the diagonal line, and on the other side I'll start the ears. So now I'll just sketch freehand and map out the body of the rabbit. Once the sketch is done, I'm going to start blocking in color, and I'm going to start with the darkest tones, and I'm going to be using gold ochre and the olive green earth. At this stage, I'm still using solvent and I'm applying the paint very thinly, almost scumbling the paint. My brush strokes are very sketchy in the beginning, and I'm dragging my brush to give the indication of fur. I'm now going to apply a lighter value using the same colors, gold ochre and the olive green, but I'm going to add a little white this time. So this is the underpainting stage, and I'm just trying to get a general indication of tone. For my lightest value in this stage, I'm going to be using gold ochre and a little white. Once the rabbit has been blocked in with the general tones, I'm going to start doing the background. For this I'm going to be using white, yellow ochre, and green earth. I want the main focus of the painting to be the rabbit, so I'm going to mask in the background very loosely with broad brush strokes. So now I added a little oil to my medium so that the layers will be a little fatter than the underpainting, and I'm going to start applying darker tones. To indicate the nose and the darker tones, I'm using burnt umber, burnt sienna, and a little bit of the olive green earth. For the eye, I'm going to be using burnt sienna to create a rusty color for the base of the eye. So now I'm going to add more tone to the rabbit using gold ochre and green earth. For my lightest tones, I'm using gold ochre, white, and a little green earth. So now I'm ready to start adding more detail, and I'm going to start with the eye. To outline the eye and add the pupil, I'm going to be using a very dark red with Van Dyke Brown, Red Lake, and Burnt Sienna. I'm then going to mix a cool dark gray for the iris using green earth and a little bit of the burnt umber. And for the pupil of the eye, I'm going to use Van Dyke Brown. I'll also add a cool tone of gray for the bottom of the iris. Lastly, with pure white, I add a little highlight to the eye. Now I'm going to start mixing lighter values to indicate the illusion of fur. I paint the fur by lightly dragging my brush through the wet paint. Working wet into wet, I soften my edges. Now I'll mix a darker tone for the fur to add more depth. Lastly, I'll add my final highlights and details. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Thanks so much for watching. If you would like to see more videos like this one, please subscribe to my channel. See you next time.